I'm going to show you how to use your Keynote shapes to create your nameplate. So what you want to do is click on the home button, find your Keynote. Mine is in iWorks. I labeled it as iWork. You can click on here, or if you open it up already, you can click the ones down here. When you get this, you want to create a presentation here. You may have some that you started already. When you get create presentation, you might get 3 of these items here. So choose a theme, start an outline, or cancel. You want to choose a theme. Don't start an outline, because that goes into creating like first page. What do you want to do and so forth. So choose a theme. I'm just gonna do a white presentation here, the basic one. And when you get this here, you can delete the items here, or you could just leave it. You could come up here, you could delete it so it's not in the way. Just delete that. So you got a big page here. You're gonna create the whole screen here. So that means you're probably gonna want a box that will a plate that will cover the whole thing, or at least part of it. Okay, so your choices are up here. You could use a paintbrush to take a look at what it is that you want in terms of the layout right now, because you don't have a shape to look at. If you have a shape, then you could change the color and so forth. So you can click on the plus sign. The plus sign has a couple of things up here that you want to look at, and the one that you're going to take a look at is your shapes, which is this one right here. So in your shape here, you have different kinds of shapes, from school shapes, arts and stuff. These are some things that you might want to choose later as things that you like. If you go to the basic shape here, you have the shapes right here, and you could choose the shape that you want for your nameplate. So normally a plate is kind of like a rectangular shape, so you could use a square or the racetrack. I'm going to use for this purpose, I'm going to use the regular square. And when you get this right here, you want to click on the boxes on the outside corners and stretch them out. So just stretch them out. Let's just do one simple one here. So this is your nameplate that you're going to have. You don't want to make it way too big, because you will have to design the outside lines as well. Okay, so once you have this, you notice I have a shape selected. Now I can go up to my paintbrush here, and I can choose my lines in here. If you go right here, you can choose your line, your text color, items in there. You have your font. Choose your font if you want to write it in there. This is the size that you want to change up to, and I think it went up to like 350 points. That's how big you want to have it. Okay, so here's some items in here. You can do more later, fonts and stuff. What I want to do is just create my background here to be a little bit different. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to look at my style. Take a look at your styles. You could change your colors here of your plate if you want. So you could change it right away, fill it in. If you click here, you have other colors here. You could click up here to colors, look at some other backgrounds that you want. Okay, once you have this right here that you want to go back here and go into your text and start off with your text. So if you haven't done this before, you want to go into your text in here. Let me see. Click on here. You want to add your plus sign. So if you click on the plus sign, here's your text that you're going to type in. So it comes out real small, but if you click inside it, you'll be able to type in the words that you want. And my finger's kind of a little bit big here. There you go. And put in your initials, so it should be all capitalized. I'm going to use a space here just to even things out here. So here's my initials right here. Stands for Ying Eric Shang. And oops, put the X here. Sorry. Alright, so I'm going to click down here just close my keyboard. Now that I have that there, and it's still selected, I'm gonna go up. You can tell it's selected because it's got the dots there. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna change the size. So go into the paintbrush, and here's the size right here. You could just change the size all the way to 350 if you want. I did want to show you this this three dotted lines right here. If you click on the three dotted lines, you do have other options here. Okay, so you could use all caps, small caps, and so forth. I'll just leave it none for now. And then down here you have your outlines. Okay, so you could have your text background if you want to put a background into it, or create an outline of your lines. Let's choose the different kinds of lines for your text. Create your color of your text. So if you want to stand out, choose red and you'll take a look at it. And then the points, how wide do you want to look at it? So once you see that, you'll be able to see the backgrounds here a little bit better. So I'll go back here. I want to increase my size here more so that you can see. I wish there was a number that you could just type in, but I haven't figured that one out yet. So as it gets bigger, you will see the text gets larger, then you see the background. And I'm going to stop here at 150 here because I want to show you your fonts as well. You can choose different fonts in here. The basic fonts. Your iPad may not have all these fonts, but hopefully it does. You want to choose one that you think is appropriate for you, or looks nice on yours, and that you want to use it for other people. You probably wouldn't want symbols that nobody knows. Okay, so put something that you like, that's going to look nice. So here's mine so far. It's coming out nicely. I can go back up to my paintbrush and increase the size so you guys will see that. All right, remember the requirements that you need to have. If you're going to have to put your teacher's name, the school year, find the pictures. So those are all up here, and you can find objects in here, pictures that you like. You could go to the paintbrush and fix things in here. If you want different styles, again, you can go back here. If you want the shadows or create borders around the shape that you created, you could use these down here. So the same thing, if you want the styles, the borders on the outside, you want a dotted line, maybe I want a dotted line, and then there are different styles down here that you can have as well. Okay, so you could have it like that, and just kind of play around with it and see what you guys can create out of this, and then let me know if you have any questions. All right, I hope that you enjoyed it and be able to use the shape tools to create your nameplate.